Yes. Understand. Please listen, no be small by B. I just dey help you. Understanding the danger of wearing an unblessable nature. Now, I would like you to hear this. Some nature are unblessable. And then, because of the way God is, God cares about that nature because that's how he relates. Let me say again. I said God cares about our nature because he cannot relate with us outside it. Now, an unblessable nature is doomed. If you look at the comparison of Jesus with John in Matthew 11:11, he's talking about the state of being blessed by who we are. In 3:10 of the book of Matthew, there is also an ass is laid up on the tree to cut it. He's talking about a state, an unblessable nature. If you look at God saying that he doesn't want another tribe to be king in Israel, God is talking about nature. Saul have rejected his nature. That time you were trying to go and get married to that man or to that woman, did you care about their nature? Or do you think you can alter it? We can alter nature. We can alter the way we are. In opportunity to improve, there are things that we can improve on, and there are things we can never improve on. When the Bible said concerning Esau and Jacob, he said, I hate Esau. You see, because the nature of Esau was not blessable. So God transferred that destiny to Jacob. Jacob was still a supplanter. But as far as God is concerned, he's better than Esau. Because Jacob can pray and become Israel. Esau didn't have the opportunity. I don't know why somebody's hearing me. I say Esau. No, he didn't have opportunity of changing to anything. Because of that nature, he didn't have opportunity of changing to anything. Don't you know? If you're looking at me now, you are an attire. You are an attire now. You're already a destiny. There is nothing you can change into. You are embodying something already. You can't change. And then that thing you are embodying is an interpretation of your destiny. So there are people that came with unblessable nature. Why do you think that God said to Israel in 17 of Exodus, he said, I want you to wipe Amalek? He said, see Amalek? And if you're thinking you are better than God, why didn't God make arrangement to see how Amalek can change? Or change that Jacob should supplant Esau? Was in the divine arrangement to show the hatred of God has for Esau. Romans chapter 9. Start from verse 11.
For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
As it is written,
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Number 14.
What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
That is it. That's how it is. Some people don't understand. But even the earth obeys it. This order. The earth obeys. There is nothing John could have done from the lineage of Aaron to avoid the slaughter. It's not possible. Don't forget that he came by the spirit of Elijah. So the Jezebel that was pursuing Elijah in the Old Testament came after John in Herodes in the New Testament. The death Elijah couldn't die, John came and died it. Because that race started, Elijah ran away, John couldn't run. It's the same thing. I say it's what? It's the same thing. That is the same thing. That is how it is. What I did now was just open your eyes so that let me explain something. Let me help a pastor. Let me help a pastor. I feel like I should ask you to give me something before I say what I'm about to say. If you're a man of God and you don't take the tool of the word of God to minister, and you're trying to bless people direct from you, you have problem. Because to bless people is not your hand. To bless is not your hand. Now, when you preach the word, people relate with what you're saying according to their value. And then you will depend on the word to introduce God and allow God to bless them the way He wants. So that God can choose those He wants to bless and those He doesn't want. From His word. So that you don't even try to make effort to lay hand on people that God doesn't want to bless. He will come after you. Excuse me. God has said that somebody should die and you carry him to the altar. It's you that will pay. You don't know the level of anger God is having when you're praying that prayer. But when you preach the word from the altar, now the word meets everybody, both those who should die and those who should be alive, and the word chooses, and then you go home. Now you who is preaching will be safe, because you have not made God angry. I thought you should clap my ball. I just want to say, what I told you now, what I told you is that is why not one deliverance minister is fine. That is why one crusader is fine. That is why it is not possible for one healing minister to be fine. Nothing is more dangerous like introducing God to people outside His word. Telling God to help people. Telling God to help people outside His word. Because it is a word that determines who God helps, not you. The word. So you're not the one that chooses. Now, it is not that you cannot, even as a man of God, go too far in fighting some battle for people. But don't forget that if you're a man and you're fighting for spirit, the spirit will be hurting you. Because you're a man. I've been there before. There is no man of God that confronted Satan for 20 years outside the world that Satan didn't kill. If he has not killed him, he will start the process of killing him. With so many wounds everywhere now. That time I was praying that God should help me to be 60. That's what was happening to me. Because I know I would die. I was always interested in praying, in fasting, in laying hands on people, in commanding miracles, in getting people to fall down. Outside the world. So I know what I was passing through myself. Doing it. Those of us who met me in one room, some of us, you know, I run the liver for 10 hours. So. Huh? And after 10 hours, I will get all manner of wounds. And now, why I know that I was, please hear this. Why I know that I was getting wounded is because I'm a seer. Not prophet, but a seer with the eyes of immortality. It was not the eyes of a prophet that revealed that to me. It was the eyes of immortality. Two of them are not the same eyes. A prophet cannot see that. I say a prophet. It's not possible. Only a man with the eyes of immortality that can see that. There's no prophet that can see that. That's not that they'll be arguing sometimes. You don't argue with them, because death cannot be revealed by vision. It can only be revealed by similitude. It's something that belongs to God. All the people around the world that want to live, they will come to me. Wait. They will eventually come to me. I already know they will come to me. A flood is coming. A merciless flood. Surging from bottomless pit, coming after humanity. If men don't have hiding place, they'll be drowned. Now, I said, continuous learning empowers men to process word and events soundly. Now, as I'm talking now, there are people that don't have the ability to process words in their mind. They don't have ability because they don't have enough light to process words. So sometimes they can misinterpret it. They see something, they misinterpret it. They hear something, they misinterpret it. Because their mentality is not sound. They don't have enough light to process what is being said. The what? Huh? To process. Yes, people, the mind process word. The mind process events. When preaching is going on and dancing is going on, and we are looking at ourselves, we are processing what we are seeing. We are processing what we are seeing. Now, it is in the processing, you know, those who have high value. In the, as a preacher is preaching like I'm doing now, your ear is hearing it and you're trying it. Now, that is educative. That is weighing the measure of light in you, because you're trying what I'm saying, and that is revealing who you are. You discover that when there is a lot of light, people don't get stabilized by the minors. If we are dancing in the church, if a mind doesn't have ability to process events or situations, a behavior of another person can discourage her immediately, or him. Because